Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm going to show you how to crochet this very beautiful pattern here, and I've crocheted 2 colors so far. So the constructions for this pattern is like we have to crochet the granny square pattern here for 4 or 5 rows, and then we have double crochet and triple crochet, mash stitch, and double crochet again. These 3 rows have the pattern, and we continue crocheting the granny square pattern and add some chains and borders thing. So let's get started. These are the materials you will need for this pattern. So I use this cotton yarn here, the pink color. This is like 4-ply cotton yarn. You can use any yarn of your choice. It's not very important. You can use any kind of yarn and any size or hook you have. I use this yarn. It has 4-ply. I'll show you. Like it has 4 ply, so I'll use this yarn. And I'll use the 3mm crochet hook here, and the tapestry needles and scissors. So let's crochet the bandana. Okay, to start making a bandana, you're going to make a magic ring. To make a magic ring, wrap your yarn around your finger like this, and grab the working yarn here like this. Okay. And then chain 1, 2, 3, 4. So we make a magic ring and chain 4, and double crochet into the magic ring, and another double crochet into the magic ring like this, and then another double crochet into the magic ring. So the pattern here is we are going to make 3 double crochet and chain 1, chain 2, and then make another double crochet cluster, like 3 double crochet. Okay, 1, 2, 3 into this magic ring here. So the pattern is we have chain 4 and 1 cluster, chain 2, and then 1 cluster, and chain 1 and make a double crochet into the magic ring. This is the last step for row 1, and tighten the magic ring like this. So we have chain 4, 1 double crochet cluster, chain 2, 1 double crochet cluster, chain 1, and double crochet. So to continue the next row, we're going to make chain 4 and then turn your work here, and we're going to make double crochet cluster into the very first chain space, 1 double crochet, and another double crochet here, and then we're going to crochet another 1. These 3 double crochet makes 1 cluster, and then chain 1. Now we have 1 cluster, chain 4 and 1 cluster. Then we are here in the corner part. Every time you see the chain 2 space, remember that's the corner pads, and you have to make 1 double crochet cluster, chain 2, and then 1 double crochet cluster into this chain 2 space. So we've already made 3 double crochet and then chain 2, so we have to make 3 double crochet into the same space. So 3 double crochet. Okay, this is the corner part. Now we have chain 4 and then 1 cluster, chain 1, and then 1 cluster, chain 2, and 1 cluster, then chain 1. now we're going to make double crochet cluster into the very first chain space here. This is 4 chains of the chain 3, not into this hole here. We're going to go into this very small part of the chain space here. Hope you can see this. It's a little bit hard to grab, but it's okay. So now you can see the V stitch here and double crochet, make 1 double crochet here and another double crochet into the same space. So we have 2 double crochet and then another double crochet. So we have 1 cluster, 3 double crochet in the last chain of the chain 4 space, and then we are going to chain 1 and into the next stitch. Hope you can see this stitch, into this little stitch right here. We're going to make double crochet. Okay, so yarn over and grab that little space right here. Okay, and then make a double crochet, 1 double crochet. Okay, so now we finished row 2. Okay, it's just the pattern repeat of this granny square. So in row 2 we have 4 chains and cluster, chain 1, cluster, chain 2, and then cluster, chain 1 into the last space. We have like cluster. So this is kind of pattern repeat for like 4 or 5 more rows. You can crochet any rows you want. So this is the pattern repeat. We are going to make 2 cluster at the corner part, and the last space we have that double crochet here. Let me show you the pattern. We have 1 2 3 4 and then 5. I crochet 5 rows or this granny square pattern. So if you want to follow my pattern, you're going to make 3 more rows, because now we've already finished 2 rows, right? So this is just the pattern repeat. We are going to make chain 4, 1 2 3 4, and then into the very first chain 1 space right here, we're going to make a cluster, 1 double crochet, then another double crochet, and the last double crochet here. This is 1 cluster and chain 1, and into the next chain 1 space we're going to make 1 cluster again. So 1 cluster means 3 double crochet into the same stitch. Oops. Let me bring more yarn. Okay, so another double crochet into the same space and the last double crochet, and then chain 1. Now we reach our corner part, so we're going to make 1 cluster, chain 2, and then 1 cluster into that corner chain 2 space. So we finish 1 cluster and then chain 2 and then another cluster into this same space again. So 2 double crochet and then, oh my gosh, and then another double crochet. So we have 3 double crochet. 3 double crochet means 1 cluster and then chain 1, and into the next chain 1 space we're going to crochet 1 cluster, double crochet cluster, and then chain 1, and here we go again into the very little space of chain here. I hope you can see this again, and yarn over and make a double crochet into this little space of 𝗁. Oops, it's a little bit hard to get. Okay, we got it. And then one double crochet, and then we're going to make 2 more double crochet into this space. 2 double crochet, and then 3 double crochet. Chain 1 into the following stitch right here. We're going to make the last double crochet stitch. So yarn over and into next chain space. Grab your yarn like this, and okay, we're going to make the last double crochet. So we finish 3 rows of granny stitch here, and we're going to make 2 more rows. If you follow my pattern here, we have to make 2 more rows like this. So we finished 3 rows here, 1 2 3. Now we're going to make 2 more rows here. Okay, so this is just pattern repeat. Okay, so we're going to make here we are going to make chain 4 and tiny work, and into each chain 1 space we're going to make cluster and cluster with chain 1, and into this corner we're going to make cluster, chain 2, and then cluster, and then again repeat the pattern. So I hope you understand it. It's just granny stitch pattern, you know. It's kind of super easy. So I will also crochet 2 more rows and see you again after I finish. Now I finished making 5 rows of granny square stitch, and so it looks like this. So 1 2 3 4 5, I finished 5 rows, and now we're going to continue making the pattern here. So I'll show you. So now we're going to make this pattern right here. It's just a double crochet stitch. So let's make this row together. So chain 4, 1 2 3, oops, and then 4, and then turn your work, and into this first hole right here, you can see this area right here, we're going to make 2 double crochet. So this is 1 double crochet, and into that same space right here, into that hole, we're going to make another double crochet. So we did chain 4 and 2 double crochet. Now we're just going to make 1 double crochet into each stitch until we reach the corner part right here. Only 1 double crochet into each stitch. So into the next stitch right here, we're just going to make a double crochet, and into the next here we're going to make double crochet again. So we are just going to make this repetition until we got the corner part. So I'll meet you again when I reach the corner part. So now I'm at the corner part here. So as you can see, there is that corner space right here. So we're going to do a little bit of different things, which is 2 double crochet, chain 2, and then 2 double crochet into this same space. So make 2 double crochet into that corner space. This is 2 double crochet, and then chain 2, then 2 double crochet into that same space. So 1 double crochet, and then 2 double crochet. So now we finish making this corner part, so we can continue our repetition. So here just make 1 double crochet into each stitch right here. Just repeat that one double crochet into each stitch until you reach the last stitch right here, and I will show you what to do when you reach right there. So I'll meet you again when I reach the end. Now I'm at the last double crochet stitch, so make only one double crochet here, and you can see there is a chain 3 right here, and we are going to insert our hook into the first loop. So I prefer insert my hook into that bump right here. It's a little bit tight, but it looks like this. So we're going into both the V loops, and we are going to make 2 double crochet into that same chain space. So I finished 1 double crochet, so this is the second double crochet. So this is how it looks like. You have to make 2 double crochet into the first stitch of the chain 3. So I finished making my chain 3, so chain 1, and then make 1 last double crochet into next chain space right here. So insert your hook into the next space and make a double crochet. Take out your yarn, pull through 2 loops, and then pull through 2 loops. So now we finished the double crochet row here, and we can continue our next row, which is the triple crochet mash stitch row. Here, this is the triple crochet, and I'll show you how to do that row. So this is gonna be a triple crochet. So we are going to make a total of 5 chains. So make 5 chains, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is chain 5, and turn your work. And into the next space right here, we are going to add triple crochet, so which is yarn over twice, insert your hook, take out your yarn, and pull through 2 loops, pull through 2 loops, and then pull through 2 loops again. So this is triple crochet. As you can see, we made yarn over twice, and then chain 1, and into the next space right here, yarn over twice, insert your hook, and take out your yarn, pull through 2 loops, and then pull through 2 loops, and then pull through 2 loops again, and make a chain 1 again. So from this point, we are going to skip 1 stitch here. We're not going into this stitch, and we are going into next stitch right here. So skip 1 stitch and insert your hook into next stitch, and make a triple crochet, and then chain 1. So this is how we make a mash stitch for this row here. So from this point, we are going to make 1 triple crochet, chain 1, and skip 1 into next stitch, 1 triple crochet, chain 1, and then skip 1 into next triple crochet, and then we are going to repeat until we reach the corner part. So let me show you one more time. So we already make 1 chain, so skip the next stitch and going into that stitch, and make a triple crochet, and then chain 1, and skip the next stitch and insert your hook into next stitch and make a triple crochet. So this is how we repeat this mash stitch pattern row, and I'll meet you again when I reach the corner part, and I'll show you what to do at the corner part. So now I reach the corner part right here. I only have 1 stitch left to make a triple crochet. So I'll show you what to do at this corner part here. So but first let me finish the last triple crochet. So skip 1 stitch and make a triple crochet into next stitch, and then chain 1. So into this space right here, we are going to make 1 triple crochet and then chain 2, chain 1 and then chain 2, and then we are going to make another triple crochet into that same space. So we made 1 triple crochet, chain 2, and then 1 triple crochet into that corner, same corner space, and then chain 1. And here we don't skip the next stitch, we are going into the next stitch and make triple crochet, so we don't skip stitch right here. And then this is how we made the corner, make 1 triple crochet, chain 2, and then 1 triple crochet. Then we don't skip the next stitch, okay? But now here we are going to repeat that chain 1, skip 1, and make a triple crochet pattern right here. So let me show you. So we're going to skip and make a triple crochet into the next, and then chain 1 and skip 1 and make a triple crochet into the next stitch, pull through 2 loop, and pull through 2 loops. So we are going to repeat this process until we reach the very last stitch. So I'll meet you again when I reach the last stitch, and I'll show you what to do at the last stitch. When you reach the last stitch right here, we are going to make a triple crochet into this last stitch. So pull through 2 loops, and pull through 2 loops, and then chain 1. And here we don't skip anything here, and you can see that there is a little back loop of the chain space, so we're going into that first space of that chain area here and make a triple crochet. So pull through 2 loop, pull through 2 loop, and then we are going to make a chain 1 and then make a triple crochet into the next loop here. You can see that here. Into the next chain space, we are going to make a triple crochet. So this is what it looks like. For this row 7, we have to make a triple crochet, chain 1, skip 1, and at the corner we made a triple crochet and chain 2 triple crochet at the same space. So now we finished this row 7 triple crochet row, so we are going to make the row 8, which is double crochet in each stitches. So let's continue our row 8. I'll show you what to do. So first we are going to make a chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then turn your work. And now we are going to make double crochet into that chain 1 space right here, and another double crochet into that space, and then we are going to make double crochet into each stitch right here into the triple crochet and chain 1 space. So I'll show you. So we're going into each stitch making double crochet here. So run over, insert your hook into triple crochet stitch and pull through 2, pull through 2, and into that hole here, into that chain 1 space, we are going to make another double crochet, and into the triple crochet stitch we're going to make another double crochet, and then just like that we are going to make double crochet into every stitch each stitch. And I will show you again what to do when we reach that top corner part. So just make double crochet in each stitch, and let's see again when we reach the top corner part. So now I'm at the top corner part right here, and I finished making double crochet in every stitch. So into this chain 2 space at the top corner here, we're going to make 2 double crochet, 1 double crochet, another 1 double crochet into that same space, and then make 2 chains here, 1 2, and make another 2 double crochet into that same space, which is like say chain 2 space at the same space. So now we finish making the corner pad, and we are just making the double crochet into each stitch. So double crochet into the triple crochet stitch. So insert your hook into the stitch and make double crochet, and into the next stitch we're also going to make double crochet. So for this row we're just going to make double crochet until we reach the end. So I'm going to show you what to do at the end of this row. Now I'm at the end of the row 8 here, so I'm going to show you what to do. So can you see the first chain space? Sorry, the fifth chain space of the previous row. So we're going to make 2 double crochet into that chain space. Same chain space, okay? We are going to make 2 double crochet into that chain space. And then after that we are going to make chain 1, and into the next chain space we're going to make 1 double crochet here. So put through 2 loops, put through 2 loops. That's it for row 8. So for the row 8 we are going to make double crochet into each, and at the corner we're going to make 2 chain 2 and then 2 double crochet, and the same thing. So we are going to repeat the previous row here, like granny square parts, until you reach your desired length. So it's gonna be very simple, but I'll show you what to do so you can do it by yourself. So we're going to make like 4 more rows. You can do any rows you want, and we're going to add this shell stitch to like border this bandana, and let's continue the next row, which is the row 9. So for the row 9 here we are going to make a chain 4 and then turn your work, and into this very space here, very first space right here, you can see that this hole here, we are going to make 3 double crochet, 2 double crochet, and then 3 double crochet. Yeah, like in the same space. You can see the chain 1 whole space right here. Okay, we are going to make a cluster, which is chain 3 double crochet and then chain 1, and then skip the next 3 stitches, and into the 4th stitch right here we are going to make 3 double crochet into the same space, which is a cluster. So 2 double crochet, and then the last double crochet into that same space, and then chain 1 and skip 3 stitch again and make a cluster. So into the 4th stitch we're going to make a cluster, 3 double crochet into the same space, and then chain 1. So this is the repetition for this row 9. We're going to make this pattern a cluster, skip 3, and then a cluster, chain 1, skip 3, cluster, chain 1, skip 3, cluster, chain 1, skip 3, until we reach the top corner right here, and I'll show you again what to do at the top corner. Now I reach the top corner right here, and skip the stitches right here, and then into this corner part right here we are going to make 1 cluster, so which is 3 double crochet, 2 double crochet, and then 3 double crochet, and chain 2, and into that same space we are going to make another cluster, which is 3 double crochet. So this is the corner part right here, and when you finish that, chain 1 and then skip 3 stitches right here and make a cluster into the 4th stitch. So this is the repetition of this row 9. So you have to repeat this step until you reach the last stitch. So I'm going to show you what to do at the last stitch of this row here. So I'll meet you again when I finish. So now I'm at the end of the row 9 and we are going to skip 3 stitches right here and into the 4th stitch of the chain space. This is the back loop and we are going to make 1 cluster into that chain space. This is the 4th chain space of the previous row. So into that space we are going to make a cluster, which is 3 double crochet into the same stitch. So after that we are going to make chain 1 and then into next chain space we're going to make only 1 double crochet. So you can see that there is a stitch space right here. I love making a double crochet into the back loop. It gives me like seamless look. So 1 double crochet. So now we finish this row 9 here. So all we have to do right now is repeating the row 2, 3, 4. They are the same pattern, only like cluster and chain 1, and at the corner we're going to make 1 cluster, chain 2, and then 1 cluster. So this is the repetition for the next row. Is the same, don't worry, it's the same as row 2, 3, 4, 5, and you can crochet as much as you want, as many rows you want. So okay, I'll see you again when I finish making another more rows. So just make this repetition until you reach your desired length. So now I finished this row here, so I have to make 3 more rows for my desired length. If you want to make your bandana bigger, you can crochet more rows. So I'll meet you again when I finish these 3 more rows. So I finished crocheting all of the rows here. So I made 3 more rows, 1, 2, 3. So I made a total of 12 rows here. Now all we need to do is making a sheer border. So let's continue to the border. So make a chain 1 and turn your work. So for the shell, we're going to make 5 double crochet into the very first chain space. So 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, 3 double crochet, 4 double crochet, and then 5 double crochet. And then we are going to make a slip stitch into this third space of the previous cluster right here, third space, and make a slip stitch right here. So this is a shear stitch. So all we have to do is make a 5 double crochet into the chain space and then slip stitch into the middle stitch of a cluster. So this is 3 double crochet, 4 double crochet, and then 5 double crochet. And then into the middle stitch of a cluster we're going to make a slip stitch. So this is the repetition for this shear stitch border. We are going to make a 5 double crochet into this chain space and then slip stitch into the middle stitch of a cluster. So I'll meet you again when I finish this side of bandana, and when I reach at the top corner I'll show you what to do. So now I'm at the top corner part of this shear stitch border. So I'm going to just make a 7 double crochet. So normally we make 5 double crochet, but for this top corner part we are going to make 7 double crochet. So just make 7 double crochet, and then this is 7 double crochet, and then we are going to make a slip stitch into this middle stitch of a cluster. So just make a slip stitch, and then we are going to make 5 double crochet into the next chain space right here into that hole, and I'll meet you again when I reach the last stitch of this border row here. So just make a normal shell stitch and slip stitch. I'll meet you again when I reach the end. So I just made 5 shell stitch into the last chain space right here, last hole here, you can see that. So and then we are going to make the string for the bandana. So just make any chains you want. If you want longer strap or string, you can make a lot of chains. For me, I made like 60 chains. So if you want longer chain, you can make 70, 18. You know, it depends on your yarn size and hook size. If you're using the same yarn and hook size like me, just make 60 chains. It's like normal length for a bandana, but it's okay if you want a longer string, you can make many more chains. So I'll meet you again when I finish this chain. So now I finished making my chains here. So into the second stitch right here, we're going to make a slip stitch. So it will give you more more strength to the string, and it will give a nice looking string for the bandana. So just make a slip stitch into each chain until you reach the last chain space, and I'll meet you again when I reach there. So now I finished making all of the slip stitch along the chain space, and we're going to make a single crochet into each space right here. Like we're going into random space and make a single crochet, and I don't have any like exact number of single crochet. I just make every random space. I just make a single crochet in every random space, and you can do that too. There is no rule for this. So we are going to make a single crochet along this side of the bandana until we reach the another side of this bandana, and I'll show you what to do next when we reach there. So I'll meet you again. So now I finished making single crochet here. So just make a few more single crochet. So this is the shell stitch. We're going to make one single crochet into the first double crochet of the shell stitch, and into the next stitch we are going to make a slip stitch, and then we finish making the single crochet part, and we are going to make chain 60 for the bandana strap string. And as I mentioned before, you can make many more chains as you want. If you want longer string, you can make more chains. For me, I'm happy with 60 chains. So yeah, I'll meet you again when I finish this. So when you finish making chains here, we are going to make a slip stitch. So into the second stitch, make a slip stitch like this. So we are just going to make a slip stitch along this chain 60. So I'll meet you again when I finished making slip stitch here. So now I finished making all the slip stitch, and then like this, and then we are going to make a last slip stitch into this shell stitch. This is going to be the next space of the shell stitch here, and now you can cut your yarn. So grab your scissors and then cut your yarn here. So now our bandana is completely finished. All you have to do is like weaving in the yarn. So to weave in the yarn, grab your tapestry needle and insert into the stitches like this. You can use your crochet hook, you can use your tapestry needle, you can use anything you want, and then thread your yarn. I did not leave very long yarn end, so I have to do it like this. I have to insert my tapestry needle first and then thread my yarn. So then just weave in using your tapestry needles and it's all done. And then you can adjust it a little bit, and then finally we can cut our yarn here. 10. Now our bandana is finally finished. So now we are getting our bandana and we just made this beautiful bandana here. I have the pink one and the yellow one. I think I'm going to make a lot of this bandana with many colors, different colors. I have this 3 color and I love this so much. I'm so excited to see your work too. If you finish your bandana, you can send me on my Instagram or you can tag me. So I hope you enjoyed this video and see you in the next.